was a bitterly cold winter's day when Max, a playful golden retriever, ventured too far onto the frozen lake. He was chasing a stick his owner had thrown, his paws light and quick on the ice, but the surface was thinner than it appeared. Suddenly, there was a sharp crack, and the ice gave way beneath him. Max plunged into the freezing water. He flailed desperately, his legs searching for solid ground, but the water was too deep and the current too strong. His thick coat became a heavy weight, dragging him down while the icy cold numbed his body. Max barked weakly, his voice barely audible over the howling wind. Exhausted and freezing, his movement slowed. His hope began to fade, and he thought of the warmth of home and his beloved family. Closing his eyes, he was ready to give up. Just then, a faint whine reached the ears of Ellen and Mark, a couple walking nearby. "Did you hear that?" Ellen asked, pausing mid-step. Mark listened intently. The sound wasn't an animal's cry. It was something more urgent. "Max!" Ellen exclaimed, spotting him struggling in the icy water. Panic filled her voice. "We have to save him!" Mark sprang into action. "Stay here," he instructed firmly. Grabbing a sturdy branch from the ground, he cautiously made his way toward the lake. The ice groaned ominously beneath his weight, but Mark kept his focus. Ellen, watching anxiously from the shore, called out words of encouragement. Max's ears perked up at the sound of Mark's familiar voice. Though weak, his tail wagged faintly, a glimmer of hope returning. Mark extended the branch as far as he could, urging, "Hold on, buddy!" After a few tense moments, Max managed to latch onto it. With Mark pulling and Ellen cheering, they dragged Max out of the freezing water and onto solid ground. The ice creaked and threatened to crack, but they didn't stop until Max was safe. Exhausted and shivering, Max collapsed, his breath shallow but steady. Ellen wrapped him in her coat, holding him close as they hurried home. By the time they reached the warmth of the fireplace, Max was starting to recover. He gazed at his owners with grateful eyes, his tail wagging softly. That night, Max lay nestled by the fire, his family close by. Though his body was still, his heart was full of warmth and love. Against all odds, their bond had triumphed, proving that love and determination could overcome even the harshest of trials.